Hey students, this is Dr. Danny. All right, today's topic is for primary two students. We are in word term 3, week 5, by the way, and the topic is on solving word problems for maths. Okay, but before I begin, I will just quickly, I'd like to take you all through what this online delivery platform is about because it is a bit different from what you have done last term, right? There are some modifications, so I'll just take you through what are the things that you need to take note of. Okay, so for the online lessons, as long as you're part of it, right, for the next few weeks, I hope you will be able to join us back at the center soon, right? Provided that, of course, situation is getting better. But for those on online lessons, this is what you should be doing. Okay, so first of all, the first part of the lesson is to watch the lesson video, which you are currently doing now, right? The link will be sent to your parents at the start of each week, so you can watch anytime you want. But as you watch the video, of course, this is not just sit down and listen to me, right? Please make sure that you have your writing materials ready because there will be practices that I'm going to get you to do while the lesson is going on. Okay, so some of you may already have received the booklets, some of you may not. So that really depends. If you would like to have the hard copy of the booklet, please ask your parents to arrange to pick them up from our center. All right. Otherwise, you can just work on the questions on a rough piece of paper or a few rough pieces of paper. That is fine, because at the end of the day, right, you do not have to submit your worksheet as homework, right? So whatever that needs to be done, right, I'll get you all to practice in class. The homework that you'll be submitting, right, will be through an online homework platform, right, which is step number 2, as you see on the screen, right? Complete online homework at the following platform. The login details would have already been sent to your parents, so please ask your parents to help you once you have completed the lesson video, and then you will do the online homework, okay, online of course, and then you submit it, okay, and we will then work with you to arrange for the one-on-one Zoom consultation. All right, this is provided after your homework is submitted. Why? Because during the one-on-one Zoom consultation, we'll be going through the corrections with you. Okay, now for the online homework, take note, you only have one chance to do it, right? So please do it properly. Usually there'll be about 10 to 20 questions. Okay, there will not be second chance because we want to be able to see, whether you have understood the concept after attending the lesson video. Okay, so if you are unable to do the questions, right, that's fine. Just try your best. Okay, in any case, we will be meeting during the one-on-one Zoom consultation to go through areas that you are unsure of. Okay, so that is the way that the online lesson will be delivered, right, in the following weeks. Okay, all right. For that, with that, let's get ready for our lesson today. Okay, please get ready your first book, and that is 0229 SWP1/2. So this will be the book that we will be using. All right. Now, one thing I forgot to mention earlier on is that the thing about attending, right, these online videos or these video lessons is that you can pause at any point in time you feel that I'm going too fast, right? Either me or my trainer, sometime down the road, it could be another teacher conducting this class. But if you find that it's too fast, please pause, okay? And then you might want to go back to segments that you're unclear of so you can listen to it again, okay? And then in between the lessons, right, there will be opportunities for you to do your questions. Okay, so for that, I will also remind you to pause the video so that you can work on the question that I've assigned. And after that, you can continue again, right, once you are done with the question, once you have answered them. And then, of course, during the lesson, I'll go through the correct answers with you as well. Okay, so that's a way that this will be run. Okay, let's start with the topic today. All right, the main thing for this topic is solving word problems, okay, involving addition and subtraction of masses, right? So we're going to do word problems involving addition and subtraction, right? So there are two operations, right, that we'll be applying today, right, when doing the word problems. So let's take a look at the first question. Ellie bought a bag of oranges and a bag of lemons, right? So you might want to underline oranges and lemons, right? Two different items. The bag of oranges weigh 410 grams. So oranges weigh 410 grams, right? And it was 150 grams heavier, right? 150 grams heavier than the lemons, right? And the question is, what was the total mass of the two bags of fruits? Now, for this lesson, even though some of you may be able to solve it without drawing a bar model, I strongly urge you to draw the bar models, all right? Because this is not a lesson about just solving the question, but it's about it's a lesson about drawing the bar models correctly. So the first thing that I want to consider, right, is should I draw a stack bar model? Stack bar model means something like that, right? It is stack. Can you see two parts? So you got A and you have B. Or do you draw a bar model that is single, right? Remember part whole? Right, part whole. Okay, so how do we know we should draw a stack model, right? 2 rows, 3 rows, or when should we draw a single bar? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the words such as more than, less than. Remember we did this in class. Anytime you see the word more than or less than, it means that you got to do stack models. Now in this question, there's no more than and less than, but it has heavier than. Is heavier than the same meaning, a similar meaning as more than? Yes, it is, right? Similar meaning. So we know that this should be a stack model, not a single row. You have to draw at least 2 rows, right? One for each item. And here we have lemons and oranges. Is that clear? All right, look at here, heavier than. Or what if it says lighter than, right? Lighter than is similar to fewer than as well, right? Because now here we're talking about mass. That's why we use the word heavier, right? And lighter, right? But it's similar meaning to more than and fewer than or less than. Okay, so with this word, we know that it needs to be stacked. Let's move on to the next page to find out how it is drawn. An example has already been given to you. There you go, right? So here you see that, and when we draw a model, we do it step by step. So it says here, the bag of oranges weighed 410 grams, right? So we draw it sentence by sentence. The first sentence really doesn't give you enough information for you to draw anything, right? So we skip that, but you look at the second sentence, the bag of oranges weigh 410 grams. So this is what you draw first, oranges, 410 grams. Okay? And then after that, you're done. Look at the next sentence. The next sentence says, it was 150 grams heavier than a bag of lemons. So that means that when you draw the lemons, right, you need to draw the lemons as lighter, isn't it? Because it really says that oranges is heavier. So if you draw the first bar like this, right, if you draw the first bar for oranges and it is this size, okay, sorry, I'm not working my pen properly. And then the lemon, which is 150, right, is shorter. All right, how much shorter or how much lighter? Or in this case, the oranges are how much heavier? It will be this portion, 150. Okay, so to find the total mass of both bags of fruits, right, we need to find the mass of the bags of lemons first. So how much is the lemon? Now we know that the oranges and this extra part equals 410. So that means, remember part whole? So that means that if we take 410 minus 150, right, we take this off, that will give you this part, isn't it, the lemon. And so we find that 410 minus 150 gives you the answer 260 grams. So the mass of the bags of lemon was 260 grams. And Students, please remember to write the statement down, right? So that you're clear. Do not just write 260, right? At the least, write something like that, right? If you are really, really, really lazy, at least do something like that. Lemons equals 260 grams. So you know what you're dealing with. Okay, and then the total mass would be lemons plus oranges. And that's 260 plus 410. That gives you 670 grams. All right, clear enough? Okay, if everything is clear, let's do the first one, and I will take you through right before I get you all to do some practice on your own. Okay, so let's do this. Let's turn to page 3. Okay, let's study the question first. A fruit seller had 56 kilograms of apples. Right? Apples. He bought another 23 kilograms of apples. How many kilograms of apples did he have in the end? Okay, now for those of you who have your booklet, all right, you can draw it together with me. For those who have not, I would like you to practice as well on a piece of paper, right? Please make sure that you have a piece of paper with you, right? If you don't have them now, you might want to pause first, right, before I continue, okay? So please go get your paper now, right? Pause if you need time. Okay, so let's, first of all, we got to decide, should this be a stack model or should this be a single row model? Remember what I said, right? Look at the question. Does the question contain comparative words like more than, or less than, or heavier than, or lighter than? Does the question have that? No. All right? So that means that this will be a single row model. So let's do this. Okay, so single row model, let's go sentence by sentence. A fruit seller had 56 kilograms of apples. Okay, so I'm going to draw it like that, 56 grams. And I need to label it. All right, please do things step by step. So this is 56. Okay, and then he bought another 23 kilograms. So how do we do this? So it's an add-on, isn't it? Right, 23 kilograms. So another 23 kilograms. Do it that way. Right, please draw together with me. So this is 23 kilograms. All right, how many kilograms of apples did he have in the end? So where should I put the question mark? It's in total, right? It's all together, right? So the question mark will be from here to here. I put a question mark here. Okay, so for this one, it's quite straightforward, right? The question mark simply it's 56 plus 23. All right, 56 plus 23. Answer is? Can you all solve? Right? Few ways you can do it. I think here you can just simply add the ones, then add the tens, right? Add the ones, 9, add the tens, 70, 7 tenths, right? 3 ones plus 6 ones equals 9 ones, 5 tenths plus 2 tenths equals 7 tenths. Okay, so write the statement, right? He has 79, don't forget the units, the units is kilogram, right? So we can put kg, 79 kilogram of apples. In the end. Right? The statement is very important, right? Please have the statement there, right? Very important. Okay, all right, if you need time to copy this down, right, please press pause, right? If not, I'm going to move on to the next question. Okay, so please press pause if you need time. Okay, next question. Let's turn to page 4. Okay, so let's read the question first. Ivan used 525 grams of flour. By the way, this word is pronounced as flour, not flour, right? Many students make mistake by saying that it's flour, it's actually flour, okay? A different kind of flour, right? Okay, so 590 grams of flour for making brownies. So you have two items here, brownies and cookies. And then he used 220 grams of flour for making brownies, right? How much more flour did he use for the cookies? How much more flour did he use for the cookies? Okay, so the question here is this. Should this be single row or stack? Should this be single row or stack? Let's look at the question, right? Look for the comparative words. Are there more than or less than words in the question? Ivan used 525 grams of flour for making brownies and cookies. Nope. He used 220 grams of flour for making brownies. Nope. Let's get a question. How much more flour did he use for the cookies than for the brownies? So what do you think? Is it comparative? Okay, have you decided? All right, it is not comparative. Why? Look at this. This is not more than. All right, so use this trick, right? So you do not have to draw this as part of the story because this is the later part. So what you need to do, right, means that this is actually single row. Ivan used 595 grams of flour for making brownies. So draw one whole bar. Okay, and then this is 595. Okay. All right. Now, so this is for making brownies. Because it's just flour, right? Doesn't matter it's for cookies or brownies at this point in time. But the second sentence says a lot. So second sentence says he used 220 grams of flour for making brownies, which means, all right, let's put it 220 grams. I say halfway, I think it'll be shorter, somewhere around here. So this should be the 220 grams. Okay, and this will be the for brownies, so I'm going to put B. And the rest would be for the cookies, right? Okay, so the first thing you need to find is how much flour was used for the cookies. So it'll be, all right, let me put that. So I'll just put it for short, right? Cookies, papat ho, right? Equals to 595 minus 220. Can you all tell me the answer? All right, so a few ways you can actually do subtraction by hundreds, tens, and ones, right? Or you can do the algorithm way, okay, whichever way. Now remember your working, right, should always be at the side, okay? So 5 ones minus 0 ones equals 5. 9 tenths minus 2 tenths equals 7 tenths. 5 hundredths minus 2 hundredths equals 3 hundredths. So cookies is equals to 375 grams. Have I answered the question? What is the question? The question is how much more flour did he use for the cookies than for the brownies? Right? How much more flour did he use for cookies? So this is not done yet, right? We need one more step, which is 375 minus 2 20. And the answer is okay. So let's write the statement, right? I'm going to type instead, right? So that it's neater. So give me a minute. But of course, you would write it as it is, right? So he used past tense 155 gram more flour for the cookies. All right, if you have extra time, you can write then for the brownies. But otherwise, I'm fine if you just say that he used 550 grams, sorry, 155 grams more flour for the cookies than for the brownies. Okay, all right, so if you need more time, please pause now, okay? Otherwise, I'll be moving on to the next question very soon. Okay, please pause now if you need more time to write this. Okay, draw this. Remember, the model, drawing the model is very important. Okay, please pause if you need more time. Okay, let's go to page 5. All right, page 5, I will probably get you to do as homework if you want more practice, but one thing that I want to check, right, is this. All right, read the question. Question says, Mr. Lee had 790 grams of flour. He used 540 grams of flour to bake some cupcakes. How many grams of flour did he have left? So the question, should this be stacked or single row? Right? Should this be stacked or single row? Is there any more than words, less than words, lighter than, heavier than words in there? There aren't, isn't it? Yep. So this should be a single row model. Okay? All right. I think this is quite easy, so I'm going to skip, right, and get you all to do maybe the second one instead. So let's turn to page 6. Adam's mass is 68 kilograms. Jim is 19 kilograms lighter than Adam. What is Jim's mass? Okay, so this is the question that I'd like you all to do. Again, please draw the model. Decide, should it be stacked or single row? Okay, now please press pause now. Okay, and when you are done with the questions, you may continue playing to find out what the answer is. All right, please pause now. Okay, let's find out if your answer is correct. So let's read the question. Adam's mass is 68 kilograms. That's for Adam. Right, and Jim is 19 kg lighter than Adam. Right, what is Jim's mass? Right, this is what we want to find out. Okay, so earlier on I asked you the question, right? Should it be stacked or single row? Right, it should be stacked, right? Because it has this lighter than word there, right? Lighter than or less than or fewer than, right? Same meaning, similar meaning, right? So it should be stacked. So let's draw this now, right? Sentence by sentence. Adam's mass is 68 kilogram. So this will be Adam. Remember to label it properly, right? Adam, do it sentence, complete the labeling for each sentence, right? Sentence by sentence before you move on to the next one, right? So Adam is 68 kilogram, okay? Yep. And then now we need to draw Jim, right? Jim is 19 kg lighter than Adam, which means the bar should be shorter or longer than Adam. It should be shorter, right? Because Jim is lighter, about 19 kg shorter, right? So in an estimate. So Jim, somewhat like this, I guess. Yep. All right, and remember to label, be complete. So Jim. So lighter. Where is the lighter? here? Is this 19 kg? Should I write a 19 kg here? Does this look right? Does this show that Jim is 19 kg lighter than Adam? No, it doesn't, right? It shows that Jim is 19 kg only. So this is not right? So let me undo. Where is the light part? The light part should be here. The lighter is here. All right, it's actually here. 19 kg. 19 kg, lighter than Adam. Okay, so what is Jim's mass? Jim's mass is 68 minus 19. Okay, 68 minus 19. Let's have the steps next to on the side here. Okay, so how do you do this? 18. All right, 18 minus 9. Get 9 here, and then 5 tenths minus 1 tenth equals 4 tenths. So equals 49. All right, Jim is 49 kilograms. Right, hope you guys get the answer correct, and please make sure that your bar model is drawn correctly as well. Okay, now if you need more time, pause now. Otherwise, get ready for the next question. Okay, let's turn to page 15. All right, Nick wanted to make some cookies and muffins. He needed 168 grams of chocolate chips for the cookies. The amount of chocolate chips he needed for the muffin was 47 grams less. What was the amount of chocolate chip Nick needed altogether? Okay, so first of all, stack or single row. Let's look for the words. 47 grams less. So that means it's comparative. There's comparison involved. You draw stack, all right? 2 rows, since there's for cookies and for muffins. All right, let's draw the first sentence. Nick wanted to make some cookies and muffins. Nothing to draw based on that, right? So not a very good, not very useful information. Then let's look at the second sentence. He needed 168 grams of chocolate chips for the cookies. Yes, I can draw that. All right, so this is for the cookies. Cookies and 168. All right, next. The amount of chocolate chips he needed for the muffins was 47 grams. So for muffins, is 47 grams less. That means should the bar I draw be shorter or longer? 47 grams less. Less means shorter, right? So it should be shorter. 47 grams less. Say about here. Okay. So where's the less part? Where's the 47 grams less? Label it. 47 less. 47 grams less. Okay. What was the amount of chocolate chips Nick needed altogether? So altogether, this is the big question mark. Now, in order to find this, obviously, you need to find out how much chocolate chips are needed for the muffin, because this is something that you don't know yet. So you have to work things out one by one, right? So first of all, muffin, how many chips needed? Muffins is 47 less than 168. So 168 minus 47 equals 2. 8 ones minus 7 ones equals 1 1. 6 tenths minus 4 tenths equals 2 tenths. And then you have 100 here, right? 100 minus 0. So it's 121 chocolate chips needed for the muffin. So what was the amount of chocolate chips needed altogether? Altogether would be 168 plus 121. Okay? And the answer is that's it. So 9. And then after that 8 and 2. Is that correct? So he needed 289 chocolate chips altogether. Please write the statement. I'm going to type it out instead. All right. Okay. So please pause now in case you did not manage to catch what was going on right early on, or you needed more time to write these things down. Right. Please pause now. Okay. Let's check out the second booklet, or refer to the second booklet, 02.29 SWP 2/2. Now for this lesson, we are going to focus on solving word problems on maths involving the 4 operations. Now what does that mean? It means that unlike the earlier questions that you did, it's not just about plus and minus. It may involve multiplication and division. Okay? So you need to do a few steps. So let's take a look at the first question, or the sample question. Mr. Lee needed 21 kilograms of flour for his bakery. Right, 21 kilograms of flour for his bakery. He had 6 kilograms of flour. He went to a shop that sold flour in 5 kilograms bags. How many bags of flour should Mr. Lee buy? So we have to do things step by step. Now, if you look at this, Mr. Lee needed 21 kilograms of flour for his bakery. He had 6 kilograms of flour, right? So first thing that you need to find, right, is how much or how many more kilograms of flour does he need, right? Because he needed 21, he only had 6. So after you have found out how many kilograms he need, right? The next thing is, right, think about the amount of kilogram, the flour that he needs to buy. Taking note that each bag contains 5 kilograms of flour. Now let's turn to the next page and see how we can solve this. Right, first we find out how much more flour Mr. Lee needed. Okay, you can draw a model like that, single row, right? Because it doesn't have the more than, fewer than words. So we found that he needed 15 kilograms of flour. Next step, right? Now we can use the amount of 15 kilograms to find out how many bags Mr. Lee should buy. So look at the way you draw models involving multiplication and division. Okay, here we have 15 kilograms is what he needs. We know that each bag contains 5 kilograms. So you're supposed to find out how many bags needed, right? So that he is able to get the additional 15 kilograms. Now, what does this so-called broken lines means? It simply means that you don't know how many bags yet, right? That's why you draw the first bag and the last bag. So the last bag is also 5 kg. Okay, all right, so 15 kilograms, each bag has 5 kg, 15 divided by 5 equals 3. Therefore, the answer is 3 bags of flour, all right? Does it sound right? 3 bags of flour, each bag is 5, plus 5, plus 5 equals 15 kg. Okay, so this is a multiple step question. All right. Okay, now let's take a look at this question. Let me clear the drawings first. Okay, gotta practice. The total mass of 4 bags of rice is 8 kilograms. Each bag of rice has the same mass. What is the mass of 1 bag of rice? So this is the multiplication division kind of a model, right? You know that there are 4 bags. Okay, so, but you want to find out how much rice are in each bag. So let's draw the model now. So we do it sentence by sentence. The total mass of 4 bags of rice is 8 kilograms, sorry. So let's draw 4 bags, right? And in this case, my 4 bags will be in the form of 4 rectangles, right? What do I mean by 4 rectangles? Take a look here, right? 4, so I need to split up nicely like that. So these are all equal rectangles, equal unit, right? Each rectangle means 1 bag. Do you see that? So this represents 1 bag, or you can call it 1 unit now. Okay, so the 4 bags of rice has got 8 kilograms in it. Okay, question, what is the mass of 1 bag of rice, which is this? Question mark. So what do you think? Is this a multiplication or division question? Division, right? So 8 kilogram divided by 4 bags. You get 2 kilogram. Okay, so the mass of 1 bag of rice is 2 kg. Okay, did y'all get it? All right, if you need more time, right, whether to copy or to go back again, feel free to do so, right, to the start, right, to look at how I explain things, right, or you just need to copy things now, you may press pause, right, pause the video right now, okay, and we'll be moving on to the next question shortly. All right, next question, okay, a strawberry has a mass of 21 grams, right? 21 grams. It is 3 times as heavy as a cherry. What is the total mass of the strawberry and the cherry? Okay, so take note of this, right? So this one, right? 3 times as heavy. 3 times is almost like more than, right? 3 times more. So we know that we need to draw a stack model. All right, 1 for strawberry and 1 for cherry. Okay, so let's do that. A strawberry has a mass of 21 grams. Okay, 21 grams. This is strawberry. Strawberry. Right, I put a unit there, right? But if you don't put it there, that's fine as well. Okay, and then it says that it is 3 times as heavy as a cherry. What does that mean? Does it mean the strawberry is heavier than a cherry? Yes, it is heavier. How many times? 3 times. So what does 3 times means? 3 times means, right? What I'll do is, if I'll split the strawberry up into 3 parts. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. So strawberry is 3 times, cherry is 1 time. This is what it means. Okay? Right, so here it shows that the strawberry is 3 times as heavy as cherry, right? So if cherry is 1 rectangle heavy, strawberry is 3 rectangles heavy, 3 units heavier. All right, 3 units heavy. Not heavier, sorry, 3 units heavy. Okay, so what we need to do now is this, right? The question asks you to find out the total mass of strawberry and cherry. You know that the mass of the strawberry is 21, but what about a cherry? Not sure. How do we do this? So we need to find out what each of this unit is, right? What each rectangle is worth. Okay, simply this. Right, so how do we do this? Look at this. 21 grams, there are 3 units. All right, or 3 rectangles. So that means that 21 divided by 3, right, or 21 gram divided by 3 equals 7 gram. So cherry is equal to 7 gram, right? Strawberry and the cherry will be 21 plus 7. 21 gram plus 7 gram equals 28 grams. Okay, and of course, finish up with the statement. Okay, the total mass of strawberry and cherry is 28 gram. Okay, all right, please pause if you need to. Okay, let's turn to page 6. Right, this question is slightly different from the earlier ones. Okay, but that shouldn't bother you. All right, so first read the question. A flower pot has a mass of 5 kilograms. What is the total mass of 9 such flower pots? This should be quite easy. All right, so before I show you the answer, please press pause now and try drawing out on your own. Press pause now. Okay, I hope you get the answer correct. Now, let's do this, okay? So I will show you how to do this. Quite simple for this kind of model. A flower pot has a mass of 5 kilograms. So let's draw a flower pot. And I'll use this to represent a flower pot. Okay, label it. Remember, you have to label it. This is 5 kg. What is the total mass of 9 such flower pots? Now, what does it mean, right? Is I got to draw 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Question mark. Right? So there are 9 rectangles, right? Or 9 units. So basically means 9 units. Each unit is 5 kilograms. 9 times 5 kilograms equals to 45 kilograms. And that's it. Remember to write the statement. Total mass of 9 flower pots oops, pardon my writing, my typing that is. Okay, all right, please pause if you have not completed this, and then we'll get ready for the next question. All right, a similar question was discussed earlier, right? Take a look at this one here. Okay, let's read. Daniel had some pins. The mass of each pin was 2 grams, and the total mass of the pins was 10 grams. How many pins did Daniel have? So we don't know how many pins, right? We don't know the number of pins. We only know that each pin is 2 grams. So how do we do this? Let's draw one unit to represent a pin, right? Or 1 square to represent a pin. And each pin is 2 grams. Now, remember, we don't know how many pins there are. So we draw this dotted line, right? Dotted line means don't know yet how many pins. So we draw the first pin and the last pin, right? Which is also 2 grams. Next thing we do is we know that in total it is 10 grams. Correct? In total it is 10 grams. So how do we know how many pins there are? So each pin, right, is a group of, or rather, like each pin, right, is 2 grams. Okay, so that will be 10 grams divided by 2 grams will give you 5. All right, so what that means is there are 5 pins. Does that make sense? Right, so 5 pins, right? Each pin is 2, right? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 10. Okay, all right. Let's not forget the statement. Okay, always write the statement. Daniel has 5 pins. Okay, all right. Please press pause if you need time to think through this or to complete your model if it is wrong or if it was wrong previously. Okay, and then we'll get ready for the next question. Okay, now we'll move on to questions that involve a few operations. All right, let's look at this question. Amy and Sid share 6 kilograms of mangoes equally. Amy then gives 2 kilograms of mangoes to Mary, so something happened. How many kilograms of mangoes does Amy have? All right, so there are several steps. Okay, please try on your own first, and then I will go through the answer with you in a bit. Right, please press pause now, right, and work on your own. Remember, this is 2 steps, right? At least 2 steps, so you may need to draw 2 separate models if necessary. Okay, hope you have got the answer. All right. Now let's try the first sentence. Amy and Sid have 6 kilograms of, Amy and Sid shared 6 kilograms of mangoes equally, right? Now, Amy and Sid, how many people are there? 2. Good, 2, right? So let's draw Amy and Sid. Amy and Sid are 2 persons, right? That means that I will draw 2 units or 2 rectangles. And they share 6 kilograms equally. 6 kilograms of mangoes. So 6 divided by 2 equals to 3, right? So that means that both Amy and Sid has 3 each. Amy then gives 2 kilograms to Mary, right? Mary is another person, okay? So how many kilograms of mangoes does Amy have left? So Amy has 3, and then she gives away to Mary 2 kilograms, 1 kg. Okay, please write the statement. Right, if you want to write it in a longer, if you want to write a longer answer, it will be Amy has 1 kilogram of mangoes left. Okay, all right, please press pause if you need time before we move on to the next question. All right, this is the last question of the day. Okay, a bit complex. You can see a longer story. Okay, so you have to do it in a few steps. Let's read the story. A chef had 12 kilograms of chicken at first, right? The mass of the chicken he had was 3 times as much as the mass of the fish he had. He used some of the chicken in his, chicken in his cooking, and then the mass of the chicken left was then equal to the mass of fish. How much chicken did the chef use? Right? A bit complex, right? So let me take you through this, okay? A chef had 12 kilograms of chicken at first. Can I draw this? Yes. So I'm going to draw a bar. Okay. And let me label it. This is chicken. This is 12 kg. All right. And then the chicken is 3 times as much as the mass of fish. So that means I've got to split this up, chicken, into 3 parts. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And so the fish would be 1 time. Okay. He used some of the chicken in his cooking, and the mass of chicken left was then equal to the mass of fish. So what happened here? He used some of the chicken for cooking, right? And the mass of chicken left was then equal to the mass of fish. Did he use any fish? He didn't, right? He didn't use any fish. Okay? So what does that mean? That means that after he finished using the chicken, right? If you cancel this part away, what is left? If you cancel this part away, right? What is left is just chicken, 1 part, fish, 1 part, or chicken 1 unit, fish 1 unit. How much chicken did he use? So this is the part that you want to find out. Okay, so how do we do this? Now, in order to find out what 1 part is, let's find out 2 parts is. Let's find out what 1 part is first. Okay, so therefore, we call this unit, all right? So 1 unit equals to 12 divided by 3. And that gives you 4 kilograms. Okay, now you're supposed to find how much chicken he used. So this is another U here. This is another U here. That means 2 units equals to 2 times 4 kg. And the answer is 8 kg. Right? So how much chicken did the chef use? 2 units equals 4 kg, right? Let's write the statement. The chef used 8 kg of chicken. Okay. All right. And that's it for the lesson. The next thing that you will do is to go to your online worksheet platform or online assessment platform. Please get your daddy and mommy to help, or daddy or mommy to help, right? And then after you have completed the online homework, okay, I will arrange for one-on-one Zoom consultation with you, right, to go through your corrections. Okay, all right, see you soon. Bye-bye.